It's a bill that deals with life or death, literally. Debate on the criminal evidence witness anonymity bill beginning in the House of Assembly today. The bill is seeking to, among other things, protect witnesses who are scheduled to testify in serious cases. Already, the facts have shown that in the past, many of them have been killed or threatened to be killed, putting a damper on some court cases. Ianthea Smith picks up the story.
We've heard the story more than once. A witness scheduled to testify in a serious case becomes a murder victim, allegedly killed off by those trying to protect the accused, a situation that many lawmakers say put major spokes in the judicial wheel. But proving the point that they will not tolerate those who seek to intimidate, threaten, or harm witnesses, parliamentarians began debate on the criminal evidence witness anonymity bill in the House of Assembly, the 11th and final piece of legislation in their collection of crime bills. Moving the debate was Carmichael MP Desmond Bannister.
We all realize the seriousness of these applications and the fact that in these cases where the Attorney General or the Commissioner of Police makes such an application, it will have to be a matter that they consider to be very serious. It will have to be a matter that they consider requires the utmost in confidentiality, and hence the bill provides that no notice of the application for such an order needs to be given to the alleged offender or to his attorneys, and also that the magistrate's court may determine the matter without holding an official hearing. Mr. Speaker, that's to protect witnesses.
He explained that the bill gives the court the ability to provide an anonymity order for witnesses involved in most murder, manslaughter, armed robbery, rape, drug, terrorism, and human trafficking offenses, but will only be granted in exceptional cases and as a last resort. If granted, the anonymity order will allow the witness to use an alias, testify via a screen, and have their voice modified. Second in the bill was St. Anne's MP Brent Simonet, who says this is just another tool in judges' arsenal to protect witnesses.
You imagine on Rum Key, if all of a sudden John Doe appeared in Rum Key, someone will wonder why he's there. In the States, you can lose someone in millions of people, but a lot of our people, some of the people who we have to put in witness protection, cannot necessarily go to other countries because they're not necessarily entitled to visas.
But does the proposed legislation offend the Constitution? Fox Hill MP Fred Mitchell says it does, adding that it also changes the landscape of balance.
You are supposed to have to mount your defense everything which the Crown has in its possession so that you know what defense you are to meet. You are supposed to be able to confront your accusers, know who they are, their identity, and be able to mount your defense. That is the usual procedure. The idea now is to vary that procedure.
But government officials say the bill is drafted in such a way to protect all parties involved. Ianthea Smith, ZNS News.
Carmichael MP Desmond Bannister, who moved the bills earlier this month, wrapped up debate by responding to several issues in the bills raised by the opposition, including doing away with an unsworn statement. Bannister maintains this is a move in the right direction.
So, Mr. Speaker, if we are going to speak about having trials proper in our jurisdiction, if we are going to speak about being able to have a reputable jurisdiction, and the issue is whether you stand by your constitutional rights to remain silent, or you go in the box and give evidence. And so, Mr. Speaker, doing away with the unsworn statement is respectfully something that is long overdue in the Bahamas.
Other bills read for the second time include the Penal Code Amendment Bill that will set circumstances to attract a life sentence or the death penalty for persons convicted of murder, amendments to the Bail Act, Court of Appeal Act, Evidence Act, Court of Appeal Criminal Procedure Code, Firearms Act, Dangerous Drugs Act, Customs Management Act, and Sexual Offenses Act were all read for the second time and committed. Bannister said the bills will serve the needs of the country.
This package of bills is well thought out, it is well drafted, It meets the needs of the Bahamian people. It meets the legislative needs of our country.
I executed.
And I am thankful, Mr. Speaker.
You in that company.
Thankful,
I executed.
extremely thankful
You on
that I am part of the government that brought it to this parliament.